Hello and welcome. In this video, I'm going to continue with the GNS3 setup. Previously, we downloaded the GNS3 and then we installed it on our computer. But now there are a few things we need to do. First of all, I will create folder locations. One, I want to save all my images, and another one, all the work that I do, the projects I create on here. So the first one, the folder we need to save all our images. For example, I have Cisco image here, and you need to get those images from Cisco, from other vendors. When you get from them, then save them on that location. So here I've got two folders I created. One is called iOS and one is called projects. So I'm going to set up and from GNS3 point to this location. The first one I have one image, and I'm using that 7200 15 version. So I want to point to that. So whenever I am running a router, for example, I don't have any routers here, they're empty, I would be able to just drag and drop from there, but I need to set that up first. So if you go to the edit button and in the preferences, then in the general tab, there's a general tab which leads you to my projects. Here is the location I need to save my files and projects. So click project, select folder. That's now saying whatever I save files, take them to that location. But then the image from Cisco, from other vendors, you need to point where that is. I need to go to the images folder as well and read from there, select folder. So I would say apply, and then I need to create the image, for example, Cisco router. So there is none here at the moment. And then I need to see existing image. So go to, a new image, and then go to the location. So here I have again my images. So read, there is here, so read from there, and then it says, would you like to copy this version of the iOS into the default image directory? Click yes, and that's fine. Click next, and the name you can change Cisco 7200, or maybe you have other images as well. You can do that. This is the memory, the default RAM. You can increase if you want, but this is enough for that router. It's just a simulation. Otherwise, you can increase it. So click next. And then when you first install, you need to, it comes with this slot 1. It has one fast Ethernet. You can change that if you want to. You can make it 2. And then slot 1, or maybe you can create other types of interfaces. But here, I'm okay with the slot 1 to have that. And here, I'm going to create 4T plus. This is like serial interface, and 4 of them is fine, and that should be enough for me for this lab. Later on I can add slots there. So next, then this is like where the machine will run in terms of CPU, memory. So if you need to find this automatic finder of idle PC, it's like getting a slot where that's not, the machine is not busy, and later when you are running your images, you will have a memory allocated to them. So click here and wait until it gets an idle PC. It's a way GNS3 finds a location it can run on your CPU that's not busy. So that's my understanding. So we wait for it until it captures that. Okay, so now GNS3 found this idle PC, and which says suitable for your computer, and that should be perfect. Now we finish. Other things you need to do, for example, if you have GNS3 VM, then it is settings. You can do it from here. I'm not changing any of that because that's not enabled anyway. We're not running. But if you happen to have that issue, there are things you can change. Okay, what else? What else we can do? And here, the VPC, that's a virtual PCs as well. You can run those, and you can run from that location. That's all good. IOU, if you have a remote device which runs maybe Cisco switches, you can configure from there. There are loads of other things you can set, but of course as per your need. So that's all good. Once you finish, click apply and then click OK. Now if you see, the router that we set up appears here, and if I want to create now a new project, this is blank. If you drag, it doesn't work. You need to do you need to create a new file and then new project. Then the projects are saved in our folder which we created. So for one example of creating a router, switch, a VPC, I will show you in a different video. But for now, you have set up now that router. And if you want to see everything, routers, firewalls, computers, it will be in here. The VPC is also here. So you need to get those. The good thing about this is if you have virtual environment like VMware workstation and you are running virtual machines in there and you want to use GNS3 as your router, you can create cloud interface and you can connect to the network, the VM nets on VMware, and then you can create the communication. You can actually create 2 sites, 3 sites and emulate an environment. So this is a good platform to learn your skills and run real Cisco IOS devices. So that's all for now, and see you in another video.